Live from the Planet Lovetron, y'all. Thomas Gang Podcast. Welcome back.
Yeah, we back.
You've been here in a minute.
No. We missed y'all. Did y'all miss us?
Hope so. Episode, what is this?
45.
Episode 45. 50 is around the corner. In case you ain't know by now, I go by the name of
DJ Realm Life.
And my beautiful co-host, my PNC. You should know her name by now. She goes by.
You know my name. It's just Tiffany. You know my name.
You know what?
It's just
I'm
Tiffany.
so slow. I was about
You
to
know
ask
my
what
name.
Tiffany
It's
is,
just
but I
Tiffany.
know.
Wow.
I got it.
Forgive me, y'all. It's the wine she's drinking
It's
tonight.
not the wine. I took two
How you?
sips.
Yeah, okay. Like 5. How you doing this evening?
I'm doing really good.
Looking great.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm doing so good, man. Tonight we're going to have so much fun. But can I give the people a disclaimer? If your kids are listening tonight, have them leave the room now.
Oh boy.
Have them leave the room. And for all my Christians out there, you can listen. But I'm telling you right now, we are having grown folks conversation. We are talking about sex. So I know some people get a little uncomfortable with that. So we giving y'all a disclaimer.
Well, all right.
Get your popcorn, get your wine, ladies. It's going to be good.
All my fellas hanging there today.
How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good,
You look
man.
good too.
Thank you. Man, like I say we've been going for a minute. I don't even know where to start off. Well, I do know where to start off. This is the end of April. And April is Autism Awareness Month. We had so much plans for this month, but due to scheduling and just things taking our time, we wasn't able to do a full episode like we wanted to.
Right.
I'm going to give a shout out to all the autism family, parents, mothers, fathers, because we know it's just not 1 month, it's every day.
Right.
It's every day. It's all 12 months, all 365 days in the year. So shout out to all the families dealing with, having a person in their life that has autism,
And if you guys are listening right now on YouTube, give a shout out to a person, to anybody that you know that may have autism, or any families that you know may have been affected by autism. Give them a shout out.
No doubt to them. Also, just do your research, do your Googles. Right now, I believe it's 1 out of every 70 child is can be affected by autism, and boys are higher. Also, want to give a shout out to everybody that donated to Team JJ.
Yes, thank you.
We reached the goal. Again, like we said before, we don't touch any of the money. This money goes to research to help with this disorder. So we want to thank you for that. Also, during this month as well, we lost 3 people, 3 legends. So we want to give our prayers and condolences to the family of the 3 that we lost: Black Rob, Shock G of Digital Underground, who gave Pac his first start, and DMX. So again, I hate to do it this short because they deserve so much more, but it's been going on for a couple of weeks. But
Yeah, we couldn't do a podcast without acknowledging that, though.
but people out there listening, continue to stream their music, purchase their music, because this goes out to the their family and their kids. It still takes care of them, even though they're not here, but their legacy and their music can still move forward. So again, our prayers and condolences go out to the family of Shock G, Black Rob, and DMX. Rest in peace to them guys, legends.
I want to ask you something, going back to the autism thing. When you first found out that Jay, our son, was diagnosed with autism, how did you feel? I know, did we talk about that before?
Yeah, we talked about it. We talked about it
I
last
feel
year.
like a lot of parents should share that.
Yeah, they should. Like I said last year, didn't know what it was. As a parent, you're in denial because you don't want anything. You don't want to hear anything about your child.
And do you feel like people or your family and friends, other kids, treat him differently because he has autism?
At first, because they don't know what it is.
Right.
That's
And
just
that's everybody, not just
that's
kids.
children, adults. They don't know what it is. So your initial response is, what's wrong with him? Why is he
Right.
doing this or why is he doing that?
Right.
But once they understand him and be around him more, they see that he's not that much different than they are.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just learning like anything else.
Right. And just having that conversation.
That's it.
Right.
You know, and some people may never understand, but you just have to somehow educate them and just let them know.
Remember that story we saw on Instagram with the lady? Her son was autistic, and I think they were at Chili's. They were at a Chili's somewhere,
Mm-hmm.
and I guess he was crying. He was crying or he was upset about something. But anyway, a stranger told her to shut him up.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Like, not only is that insensitive to the family and disrespectful for you to go to somebody else's table to tell them about their kid, you don't know the situation. So I think people need to be more mindful, especially when you're out in public. If you don't know what's going on, don't say anything. If you feel uncomfortable, you should leave. I think the lady told her that they need to leave.
Yeah, and she did. I wouldn't have left.
Well, she left because she was upset, and I think she had exchanged words with the lady, and she, at that point, lost her appetite, so she left.
I wouldn't have left. Like, when you leave, you're giving that person satisfaction of victory. Like, I wouldn't have left. Like, you're going to deal with this. That's just what it is. If you don't see my son, you'll see some other kid that's autistic. Right. So you're going to tell every kid that you see, or every different person that has autism to leave? That it don't work that way. And
they don't know. That's the thing. And not that it's any of their business. Like, do you feel like you need to explain that to people? Well, my son is autistic. This is why he's doing this or doing that.
Sometimes you do. Mm-hmm. Because some people will understand and say, oh, okay, we understand. We'll, back off or whatever the case may be. Because if they don't know, then they're just going to assume that this child's bad.
The child's bad, and it's bad parenting for you not correcting the child's behavior.
Even though you don't have to tell them,
right?
It would be wise that you do tell them.
Maybe just depending on what it is, right?
Yeah, because they may sympathize with you and be like, okay, we didn't know, we're sorry. Yeah. It's happened to me before. You know what I'm saying? So you it's best that you know, because they don't know. Some people just don't know.
About it?
About what?
Like, was there ever a time where you was out with Jay? I know we've been through it, but
of course, I could think of one right now.
Where he was doing something and somebody else seen it and was looking at you funny, like.
Yeah, we was at a park and he was riding the what is that out there?
Oh, the bike, the green machine.
Shout out to the green machine, classic.
He loves it.
You know about it. He was riding it, and not to even excuse him, but he was riding it, and there was a family riding on the sidewalk where he was riding at, and they wasn't moving. And it was a family. It was a older lady was part of the family, and he almost hit her. But
he didn't.
It was close. It was really close. He might have hit her, if I'm not mistaken. Mm-hmm. And they were angry at him, and I had to step in and say, "Hey, he's autistic. Right. He not really trying to do what he did. And then the whole the tension that was there just kind of pretty much diffused the tension."
And I think how you handled it was good too. Because if I remember correctly, you even said, I apologize.
Yeah, I did apologize. Even though
some people would get like defensive and angry, expecting people to just be understanding without explaining that your child has
even though
autism.
They probably shouldn't have been there, because that's where everybody ride their bikes. But I had to let them know, hey, this is what the situation is, and it's not what you say, it's how you say it. And
you handled it better than me, because I'm like, get your ass out the way if you don't want to get hit.
That was somebody's mother or grandmother, so you don't want.
Okay, well, somebody's mother and grandmother know not to be in a pathway where people are walking, running, and riding their bikes.
Yeah, but no, you just handle it a different way, and they understood. But it helps. Yeah. You shouldn't have to tell people, but people again don't understand, and that's why I tell people. And it's hard to let people know, because if they don't hit home, people don't. I'm gonna be honest with you, people don't care.
Right, and they think they know better than you on how to discipline your child.
Not even just that, but people don't put the effort into it if it's not their child, if it's not their family member. So I encourage everyone, because these numbers are going up, and like I said before, this is not just something that happened to white people.
Right. So there's really no real answer as to how these kids are being diagnosed with autism. Like, one study says it's the vaccines. Another study says it's
do your research,
DNA and
everybody.
Genetics. So
do your research. Like I said, I would just encourage everybody to just do your research, because it could be, can't say that'll never happen to my kid. It could be yours.
Right. But
you never know.
We're here. If anybody wants to talk to us about it, we're always open to the conversation.
No doubt.
All right.
Shout out to Autism Speaks, and
yes,
shout out to also, man, this is a very encouraging story. I'll be real quick with it, real brief. What is dude's name? RJ Pete, who is the son,
Robinson Pete's son,
and Rodney Pete's son.
Oh, okay.
The Dodgers won the World Series last year, and they were awarded their rings, and he received the championship ring. So shout out to that. This was a guy who was told at 3 years old, he won't talk, he won't do this, he won't do that, he'll never work, and he works for the Los Angeles Dodgers, the championship Los Angeles Dodgers. Shout out to Holly Robinson Pete. Her therapist did a great job. Did therapy with him for 18 years. Shout out to Rodney Pete. I wish we could talk to her.
Right.
I might have to,
But do you think it's different with people who have money? They
of course.
can provide better resources.
Of course.
But you know what? There is a lot of resources out there for families, everyday families like you and I.
But that one-on-one therapy is a lot.
Yeah.
And insurance don't cover it, so you have to pay out of pocket.
No insurance covers it. They cover it up to a certain limit.
Right. So they have the privilege.
There's resources out there available. You just gotta, get it. And if you don't know, we know. Give us a call, DM us, text us. We're willing to give the information. So
no doubt.
All right. So let's get on live so we can get started.
A minute.
It's about time we getting ready to separate the girls from the women and the boys from the men. But you know what? Before we get into that, there was something else that I posted that we're gonna get into that first until we get more people on live, okay?
And while we're waiting, as usual, man, if you want to leave anything for us to go over, you can check us out at the thomasgang2020@gmail.com. You want us to go over things and, get our opinion from things like that. Yeah, that stuff.
We're no experts.
No, we're not experts. We just
be a conversation we all need to have anyway.
Man, this is like therapy. That's all this is. We're not licensed professionals or none of that crap.
But it's good to hear from other people. So
no doubt.
We want to hear from y'all. Y'all can hear from us. So we can just make this a family thing.
And whatever it is, like if you just have things you feel like we could get better at, like you have any questions or whatever.
Yeah, if you guys have any Q&As for us, we would love to hear it.
Right.
So I'm going to jump into the first topic. I asked the question, besides cheating, name 3 things that can kill a relationship. Hey, you guys, I'm on live tonight. Hey, Tosh. And I don't know who the other person is. I don't see them. But the question...
Kira, what up?
Hey, Kira. So the question I asked was, besides cheating, name 3 things that can kill a relationship.
Whoa. Talk about it.
So you want me to get into the responses first?
Yeah, read some of the responses.
Okay, the responses were good. I mean, I agree with pretty much all of them. Poor communication, pride, no genuine connection. What you think about that?
That's deep.
Yeah, that pride one deep. Really stuck out to me.
Yeah.
Not to me personally, not to us, but
that's
pride.
Deep. Okay.
No trust, a liar, baby mama or baby daddy drama.
That's a good one too. Trust. Without trust, you have nothing.
Right. Yeah.
You have nothing without trust.
Seriously. And what you think about a liar?
Yeah.
That's up there for you?
Yeah, of course. Who wants to be in a relationship with a
think,
liar?
You know what? People lie, and I'm not saying making excuses. People lie, but when you lie consistently, it makes it harder for you to trust. And the whole baby mama and baby daddy drama, I think, depending on what it is, it can ruin a relationship.
No doubt.
Especially if that baby mama or baby daddy is always around, constantly bringing negative energy.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, this is a good one. Family, friends, and their past. They said lying too, but we already talked about that. But
family, friends, and their past.
And their past.
Family, friends, and their past.
I want to know, what about their past? Is it good?
Past. If it's the past, it's not good.
No, that's not necessarily true.
Because if it was the past, you wouldn't bring it up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Depending on what you did in the past.
Because it's not
if
like
it's something that you're trying to hide and you know damn well that it's something really, really bad.
no one ever has a problem if your past is good, because if your past is good, you wouldn't be with that person. You'll still be with your ex. You wouldn't be with the new person.
Well, it doesn't necessarily mean a relationship. You could have done something in your past was just.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
You could be a criminal.
That's true. Yeah, I ain't looking at that. No, that's real. That's real. I ain't even think about that way. That's true.
Could have been a thief. You could have been a rapist.
Yeah, that's true. Well, if that's the case, you don't need to be with that person at all.
But that's the thing. You don't talk about your past.
Yeah.
But, Tasha said, have to keep family and friends out your business. Oh, yeah. And that's one thing.
Absolutely.
Not even just out your business. You have to set boundaries. And there should be a limit on how involved your family and friends are, in your life and in your relationship.
Yeah, your family and friends
don't. Be a lot.
Family and friends do not need to know all of your business.
Right.
You're going to have maybe one good friend that you talk to that you may need, help or therapy with that friend. But all your friends, all your family do not need to know all your business.
Right.
Because if you have a situation and you fix it, your family or friends may not look at that person the same way.
Oh, yeah, they're still going to feel some type of way about whatever it is that you told them they did.
Everything does not need to be told to your family and friends. Like if you're in a relationship, you guys need to work that out amongst yourselves.
But even like just being around them. What do you think about being around them all the time? Your family or friends all the time, like even more than your significant other.
That's not good.
Right.
If you want to be around your family, stay with your family.
And let me tell you, you should never be around your family and friends more than you are with your significant other.
Yeah.
Right? And they shouldn't be as involved either in your relationship. Like, don't nobody want to see their ass every day.
Wow.
Damn! Don't do that. So,
yeah, you got to balance that out, man. Balance that out.
Yeah.
Like you have time for your family and for your significant other, but you shouldn't spend, if you're with somebody, you shouldn't spend all the time with your family. That was the point of you being in a relationship or possibly being married. Like you leave the nest.
Your own family.
Right.
Yeah.
You gonna get in this video, girl? What you gonna do?
I'm trying, but you keep moving and stuff.
Yeah, I'm trying to get over. There we go. I know they tired of seeing me.
Tasha, yep, I'm about to get into that. It says lack of communication, disrespect, absolutely, and social media.
There you go.
Now I know we talked about I'm jumping all over the place, but social media before,
right?
Ruining relationships.
It does.
How
it does.
So?
We gotta go over that again.
Like it's just how you use it. Like I feel like everybody needs to be respectful and set boundaries when it comes to social media.
Mm-hmm.
And that is a conversation. Like social media should be talked about when you're in a relationship. The do's and the don'ts need to be addressed when you're in a relationship.
True, but it ruins relationships.
Because you don't communicate. You don't talk about it. You don't talk about what it is that triggers you or makes you upset on what's going on or what you're doing on social media.
That might be true, but it's still happening. It's still ruin relationships. You can express yourself about what the do's and don'ts or what you like, what you dislike, but it's a lot of things going on social media that ruin relationships.
Right.
Man, that's old situations, new situations. There's a lot of temptation on there. So it can ruin relationships. People seeing that you're in a good place.
Right.
People want to challenge that.
They want to throw some salt on your game.
Yep.
You know what else too? I think people do with social media. They compare.
What you mean? Explain.
Like, let's see a girl. Your girlfriend, not your girlfriend, but hypothetically speaking, sees another couple doing all this stuff on social media, and then don't put it all the way on me. And then she says, she just compares. She sees something that they're doing, then she might not bring it up directly, but she might just start a problem. Like, how come we don't do this, or how come we don't do that?
Let me say something about that. The people who compare social media with your relationship.
Shut up!
Listen.
That's what you had to say?
Yes.
You know what? I thought you were about to say something real deep.
I am. Stop comparing yourself to social media, your relationship with somebody else's. That relationship goes, all that is corny. You work on your relationship. Don't worry about what somebody else is doing on social media. It's not your relationship. Chances are, social media is a lie anyway.
Yeah, that's what
most of the time. It's a front. It's a facade.
Mm-hmm.
So you work on your relationship. What that person is doing in their relationship is different from yours. So stop worrying about what everybody else is doing. That's a problem with the world. Everyone wants to do what everyone else is doing instead of worry about what's in front of them.
Yeah, that's true.
You want to look like this person. You want to have the same teeth. You want to have the same body.
Teeth.
Yes, you want to. Yes, you do. You want to have the same headboard with the rhinestones. Everybody wants the same. Yes, everybody wants the same stuff. We ain't got no diamonds and stuff on there. We ain't got that.
No, we don't.
No, but everyone wants the same.
They want to keep up with what's trending, but that's just the way of the world.
Nobody can be you like you.
Right.
Nobody can be you like you. That's God made you to be you. Be you.
Baby, you all sweating and stuff.
It's hot in here.
You hot?
Yeah.
You should have dropped the temperature.
No, that's all right. But that's a good one. Whoever said that. What was the choices?
Disrespect and lack of communication. Now, lack of communication is
the
biggest one. I think that's something like most people have issues with is lack of communication. And it's not the communication part that's missing. It's the comprehensive.
Explain.
I didn't say the word comprehending part. Because you can communicate to a person all day long. It doesn't mean that they're listening. Tasha said that was her answer.
But it matters. How you comprehend? Hell, I can't say the word now.
Comprehend.
How that matters. Like I said earlier, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So you can say some stuff and expect the other person to understand and listen.
Right.
But it's how you say it. If you're not talking in a calm demeanor, that person is gonna, whatever you give out, you're gonna get back in return. So if you're yelling at that person, chances are they're gonna yell right back at you.
But not even just that. Like, let's say, there's something happened. You guys had a disagreement or an argument, right? And in the argument, you guys both agreed to work on yourself. Okay, you know what? I acknowledge that I did X, Y, Z. I'm sorry. Let me work on that. Mm-hmm. And you acknowledge that, but you don't really do anything. You're just saying that to end the conversation.
Okay. Well, I mean, you got to keep at it. You got to keep at it. You got to keep doing it. You got to keep doing it. Like, you don't want to keep doing it because you feel like, damn, how many times I got to tell this person this, and that. But if this is a situation that you're really serious and believe in, you got to keep going at it. Because, oh, my bad. Yeah, see me move this back. See, sometimes things are not going to happen.
When you want them to happen.
They're not.
I knew you
they're
were
not
going to say
that. They're not going to. And I'll admit, man, sometimes we're so consumed, and some of us are dumb. We're so consumed with what we're doing in the world is no excuse. We don't sometimes listen or make that a priority because there's so much going on. And that's really the God honest truth.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And if we feel like it's not like life threatening, we're not going to like put that on our.
You're not going to acknowledge.
It's not going to be first. It's not going to be first on our to-do list. If we feel like it's not life threatening. So that's just what it is.
Oh, that's some good ones. Tasha said, but they only want to reply and not understand.
That is true.
Kira says, it doesn't have to be a lack of communication. It can also be that you don't understand the way in which the other person communicates their language, right? You might not be speaking their language.
Right.
That's why you should read that book, The Love Language, 5 Love Languages. But anyway, that's another story.
No, but like Tasha just said, a lot of people today are quick to reply, not listen. You can't even get
rebuttal.
off.
They want to rebuttal whatever it is that you're saying instead of listening to
you can't
understand.
even get off what you're trying to say without a rebuttal already happening.
Right.
It said in the Bible. What it say?
What it say? Preach.
Be slow to what?
Speak, quick to listen.
Right.
Yeah, it does say that.
It does say
Proverbs,
that.
what? That's in Proverbs.
I don't know right now, but it's one of the most important scriptures in the Bible that people don't do.
Right.
A lot can be saved if people just pump your brakes and just listen to each other.
To understand.
That's it.
The other person.
Instead of going at each other next, let's just listen to each other. Let's see what's bothering this person. And just sit back and let that person express themselves. And then when they finish, then you express yourself. But not in the point of rebuttal, of fixing the situation. That is called proper communication.
Amen.
Let me get that was cool, right?
Let
me give myself an applause. Let me give myself an applause. I don't do that too often. Hey.
Hello. Can I get
hello.
All right. But that was good. That's why somebody, I don't know if it was my grandma, somebody used to say that's why God gave you 2 ears so you can listen more. You have one mouth, 2 ears, listen more, talk less.
It would solve a lot of problems, a lot of verbal confrontations, fights. People would be alive if they just sat back and just listen.
Right.
Instead of just, and don't let your emotions get the best of you.
That's hard to do.
Do not let your emotions get the best of you.
Self-control is a mastery.
Let me tell you something. I don't even know how to say it, but I'm going to say it.
Say it.
You have to be... Who that? What's up, big bro?
Real Lenny D.
Big bro, what's up?
House, what's up?
You have to be... You have to control your emotions. That's not the word I want to say. You have to be able to control your emotions. Your emotions.
Okay.
Your emotions can ruin you. Mm-hmm. You can put yourself in a position where it could be life-changing. You have to be emotional compatible. I'm just pointing, man. I'm just pointing. Yeah, okay. Don't let your emotions get the best of you, basically is what I'm saying. Yeah, don't let your emotions get the best of you. When you speak, don't have your emotions and your feelings involved to the point where you're not able to properly communicate. That's what I'm saying.
That's a hard thing to do. Let me tell you. What he said, I have self-control all the time when I'm home alone.
I don't know, man.
That is hard. Basically, what he's saying, that is a hard thing to do, to have self-control.
No
because
doubt.
When you're in the heat of the moment and you feel real passionate about whatever it is that you guys are arguing about, stuff come out.
It's
gonna come out.
It's tough, but it's not impossible. I understand that you're not always going to be able to.
I'm so sick of your brother.
You're a fool, man. Emotions can make H-Town.
Emotions make you cry sometimes.
Okay, but you're not always going to be able to be calm in a situation. But if you just step back and walk away and breathe, it can help.
I mean, it's good advice, but baby, listen.
It can help.
I am working on that. I can admit that. And that's another thing. When you
Jamila,
don't take accountability for your faults.
Hold on. Say that again.
When you don't take accountability for your faults, that can ruin a relationship.
You get a jewel on that one. Let me tell you something. Accountability in this world is lacking. People are quick to point fingers, but not be accountable for their wrongdoing.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. She said stick to the podcast, not no singing.
It's always a hater somewhere. I could sing.
But yeah, like
if I want to.
But how can you be able to fix a situation if you're not acknowledging your issues?
Right. So that's a big one.
That's a worldwide crisis right now.
Your brother said breathe and stop. Let me tell you
I don't know what he's talking
about.
Breathe and stop. Oh yeah, I agree.
I can admit that my emotions usually 9 times out of 10 always get the best of me.
It does.
Nobody asked you to say that, but I can acknowledge that and I can admit that I'm working on it.
She is.
I am working on it.
Thank you, Lord.
And that's why you guys, let me tell you, that's why y'all don't really see me on live. I'm usually on the other side because
why?
I be making threats. I be like, you better not do that. You better not say that. So
see what I'm saying?
If I just grab his face like that.
You on video, so if you do something crazy, they watching. They come in and kick in the door and get you. They won't get me.
Yeah, but that's our people though, so they're not gonna report me to nobody.
I'm talking about the Instagram police. It's real out here.
Listen,
but
they understand.
But what else you got on there?
Somebody said disrespect. Now that's a big one too.
Yeah.
Once you lose respect for one another, the relationship
is over.
It goes down.
It's over.
It's just you can just forget about
as
it. Just throw the whole relationship away.
As a man who is big, as you know, big on respect, like that's probably number one for me. Like in any relationship, if respect is not there, then we can't even be in the same room.
Girl, this phone is not big enough. She said, I need to see that whole pretty face. Thank you. But this phone is not big enough. Like, we don't have that much space, which is usually why I'm on the other side.
I could put it on her.
Hold on. Let me know. Don't put it on me.
There you go. Because I know y'all tired of seeing me, and I don't want to be on.
I'm not fully dressed. So
I don't want to be on video. I'm a behind the scenes guy.
I need you to, because
Steph,
I'm not going to tell y'all what I have on, but I'm not fully dressed. So I just have on a t-shirt right now. I don't need them seeing on.
Ain't nobody gonna see the bottom.
Yes, they are.
No, like that, they're not gonna see nothing. So what else?
Hey, Steph, what's going on?
What else you got?
Jarrell,
she telling me to move.
What do you think
about what?
What was your ideas
about what?
What can ruin a relationship besides?
Oh, I agree. I agree with a lot of that stuff that was said. I agree. Respect, lack of communication, bad energy. You know what I'm saying? Hold on now.
Yeah, bad energy, consistent bad energy.
If the energy is always bad, that can kill a relationship.
Right.
You know, I those examples are really good. Social media, all that stuff were really good examples. Also, financially, that could be a problem.
Finances?
Yeah. I'm surprised I didn't see that. That can ruin a relationship.
How so?
Lack of it. You know,
You mean if one person has less than the other, or both you guys are? I mean, because when you,
but
it depends when you're married. Because now you're talking about if you're married, you guys have one income. But what if you're just in a relationship, like boyfriend, lack of intimacy? Absolutely.
That
What if
one.
you're just in a relationship with your boyfriend, girlfriend, and one makes more than the other, but
For
one
some
is
people,
struggling?
For some people, that could be an issue. If somebody get laid off, that could be an issue. You know, finances is huge.
Yeah.
It's huge. It really is. So
Yeah.
that could be a problem. You know, or you with somebody and they have a gambling problem. They not and the other person is responsible for the other person's mishap because they're gambling or whatever the case may be, or they spending their money somewhere else.
Right.
Yeah, like finances is huge.
Right. Finances can be a big problem. Yeah,
No doubt.
absolutely. For me, I would say I'm trying to think of something that wasn't said. Maybe inconsistency. Like, you know, I feel like more people put their energy in the beginning of a relationship, but towards the end, when everybody started to get comfortable.
I got one. Patience.
Oh,
I feel like
Patience.
give myself some. I don't really give myself
get
some.
deep
But
into
I
that
am.
one. What you mean by patience? You gotta
What I
get
mean by patience
a little bit
is
more deep.
we live in a world. I'm gonna go real deep.
No romance without finance.
Oh wow, Steph. All right.
No, that was a good one. I like that. She said no romance without finance. So you can't.
I mean,
so
that
is that
is
what
true.
you mean?
That is.
You can't get these
it's
good goods?
It's self-explanatory. But what
Okay.
I mean by patience is we live in a microwave mentality world, and if things are not all the way right immediately, it could be a problem. No one wants to deal with the journey or the process anymore. A lot of people expect you to already be made and perfect, which you would never be perfect, but people already expect you to have all these things that they dreamed about or
Right.
want you to have. And sometimes it take time. Like I always say, we on God's watch. You may want something now, but God may say, you got 5 or 10 more years before you get this. Because if I give this to you, you're not ready. That's just what it is.
Yeah.
Yes, we know broke dudes didn't get. Yeah, if you're broke, you're not gonna get nothing. That's
Bro,
what it is.
dudes
Yeah.
don't deserve no kitty. I know.
So
that's
yeah,
right.
patience was one of them that wasn't.
Yeah,
on
that's
there.
a good one.
Yeah.
Along with inconsistency.
No doubt.
The same energy you have in the beginning of the relationship, you need to have towards the end. Keep chasing each other. Keep spoiling each other. Keep complimenting each other.
Keep talking to each other.
Yeah, keep talking to each other.
Have that fire. Have that same desire for each other that you had in the beginning. I know it's hard after you be with somebody for 10,
You get
20 plus
aggravated,
years.
But, you know, you got to keep the romance alive.
No doubt.
So since we got a few people on, I'm going to get right into it. I know this is what y'all been waiting for. Y'all was being real, like, grown tonight. We asked you guys what y'all wanted us to talk about. And
Y'all nasty.
this response right here.
Y'all nasty, man.
You ready? You want me to read it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, how do you tell your partner that they're not pleasing you in the bedroom?
Uh-oh.
How do you tell somebody that?
Uh-oh. Oh, boy. What was it? Had some responses on there?
No, that was the question somebody wanted us to discuss. How do you
Okay.
tell somebody that they're not pleasing you in the bedroom?
Oh, boy. So ain't nobody say nothing?
No.
Oh, wow. I'm surprised.
Okay,
I'm surprised,
so
man.
I'll start.
Of course you would. Nigga.
I mean, you can go ahead if you want.
No, go ahead. Ladies first.
Okay, so following that, it gave me an idea to post this question. If a woman is not being pleased sexually by her man, is that on her or the man?
Answer both of them.
So I feel like you just tell them. She said you can show them first without actually saying it. Yeah. I feel like you should just tell them. Like, I feel like that's why a lot of women are not enjoying sex. You know, I had this conversation with my girls. What was that podcast I did? Ladies Edition or something like that?
Yeah, about size. The size matter.
The
whatever that
size
one.
matter. But
Yeah.
we talked about, like, a lot of women don't discuss. First of all, if he ain't pleasing you, right? What are you doing?
I'm moving this out the way.
I know you are not moving my wine.
that
Get
thing
my
out here.
wine back.
It's damn MacBook Pro. Come on now. Go ahead.
If he's not pleasing you, ladies, the bottom answer, then leave. get that bread, get that head, then leave. No, I'm joking. I'm joking.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
No, I'm joking.
I like what sis say.
What she said?
I like sis, and I like what Stephanie say. Just tell them. Just listen.
Don't get fed.
Listen, let me tell you something. I'm gonna let you go back and finish.
Okay.
We're not mind readers, so if something ain't right, just say, hey, just say it. That's what it is.
Right, but and that's just on both parts. It's just both men and women need to be honest and just say, hey.
Like we live in a world where like sex is for some people more important than a person's character. Like it's number one for people, maybe number two after finances, and that's sad.
Wait, what? What's sad?
That's like sex and finances shouldn't be that high.
Well, we're just talking about pleasing one another. That's right. Different.
That's
if you're
sex.
in a relationship with somebody and you guys are having sex is supposed to be something that you both enjoy.
Okay.
Right? So if one person is not enjoying it, chances are the lack of sex is going to stop.
Right.
You're not going to have sex. So
with that being said,
there's a nice way to tell them.
Yeah, it is. You have to.
So you know what, baby? I like this. Like, especially with women, because I feel like with women, it's harder for us to get to that point. You know what point that I'm talking about. So you have to know what you like. Some of women don't even know what they like. So how do you expect a man to know? You know what I mean? And if he's not pleasing you, it doesn't necessarily mean he's inexperienced. It just means he don't know what you like.
Or that too. Or he don't know your body yet.
Well, depending on how far y'all are in this relationship, at what point do you say, hey, I'm not being pleased? Yeah. But women are different. And you can't compare another woman to, you just can't compare women in what they like. Because some people prefer penetration, right? They prefer sexual intercourse, that G-spot.
Everybody's different.
Some women like oral, some like both. But you got to direct them to that spot. Like when they in it, be like, yeah, babe, that's it. No, a little too left. You know, you gotta open your mouth.
Yeah, some people like, I think guys with us, man, we think sometimes if we beat it up, we feel like that's the answer for everybody, and that's not it. It ain't for everybody.
I mean, it could be for somebody,
but it ain't for everybody. Some people like it slow. Some people like it other ways. You know what I'm saying? Everybody is different, so you have to really communicate with your partner and know what they like.
Wait, can we read this? Wait, it's going so fast. Somebody said, "Please yourself first." That's a good one, ladies. If you are leaving it solely on a man to please you without saying anything because you don't know, it's gonna be a problem. And then nobody got time to be going all night. Just get to it.
Let me tell you something. Like, you can please yourself all you want to, but how long you gonna do that?
Know yourself.
How long you gonna do that?
No, what she's saying is that's a good point. You have to please yourself as women and men. Please yourself so that you know what you like and how to tell a man how to please you. That's a good point. Somebody said, or he's never been told that he's whack, so he keep doing the same thing.
We ain't gonna do that.
Yeah, we can't shame people now. Don't tell them that he's whack. And then here's
again,
the thing.
as we said earlier, it's ways to tell people. You can't tell that man, hey, you whack, you suck.
Just straight up tell the man what you like, because
that's
again, no two women are the same.
Everybody's different. Everybody's different. Tell them exactly what you like,
and
how
man,
you like
tell the ladies what you like.
Thing.
Like, sex should be an open conversation between the two of you, exploring new things. Whatever it is, you guys should be able to have that conversation. No doubt. Don't just assume.
No doubt. And with you guys, it's a lot different than us. With you guys, there's a lot of emotions and all kinds of stuff involved in it. I mean,
if you making love, but if it's just a quickie, both of you should be able to benefit from that quickie.
True.
And the only way that's going to happen is if you get right to it. Don't be playing around. Just get right into it.
Yeah.
Know my body. And then once you tell him, he'll know where to go.
Communicate. Don't try to shame the dude. Don't try to shame the girl, because if you do that, then they going to turn away from you.
Yeah, they're not going to.
So that ain't going to do nothing. You know what I'm saying? Talk to that person. Don't go tell your girlfriends or your family members. Talk directly to that dude.
Right. So going back to the other question, so whose fault is it? Hers or his, if she's not being pleased?
It depends. It could be both. It could be like how we said, it could be the guy.
Both was not an option. But I can see how it could be.
It could be both. I'm gonna tell you why. It could be the guy because he may not, like we said, he may not know your body. He may not know how you like it. But then it could be her. She could be whack.
But I'm saying if you find yourself in a situation where you guys are having sex and he just don't get it on the first couple of tries,
he probably won't. He probably won't.
At that point, I feel like it's on the woman.
Let me tell you something.
Tell him what it is that you like. Now, wait, let me finish. Now, if you tell him and he just don't get it, then it's on the man. It's on him.
Let me tell you something. That's the thing. A man may not get on the first couple of tries. You're new. Like we said, everybody is different. He may be used to the girls he had in the past, and you're new, so he's not. Every guy's not gonna get on the first try. They're not. They're not. And if they tell you that, they're not. It is true. It is true. It's different. Some
men know exactly what to do.
You said some.
Because
not all.
I'm sure a woman told them.
But this is the thing. You got to take this as you got to look at this situation. You don't know how long that guy ain't had no sex before he met you. Everybody's different.
But we're not talking about the first time. We're talking about
you said the first couple of times.
We're just talking about if you're with somebody and they're not pleasing you, how do you tell them, and whose fault is it that they're not pleasing you? You could have been with them for years and you're not being pleased. You said first couple of times just now. I'm going by that. But yeah, like I still stand by what I said. The first couple of times, a man not gonna always do that. He's not, you know what I'm saying? But I stand by, it could be both. Like you said, please yourself first. You may not know exactly what the hell you want. Yeah.
So how can you tell the guy what they want?
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Know what you want first. Same thing with the guys.
Explore your body. Singles, I mean, this podcast is not just for people in a relationship. If you are single, now is the time. If you don't know what you like, explore. See, try some different things.
It ain't just on everybody else. It could be you. It could be you.
Well, let me tell you.
And hold on. Also, you may not have much experience. So how can you know what you want?
What age we talking about?
I'm just saying in general.
No, that's not a general. No, that's not.
You may not have enough experience for you to know what you like.
No, because by the time you're 21, you should have had your first orgasm.
That ain't true.
You should know how to get it. And if you don't know, and let's say that doesn't work. Let's say you communicate, you tell them what you like, and it still doesn't work.
Watch porn.
I was just about to say it. Pull out some porn tapes. I'm like, you know what? Let's try that. Let's try this. Let's do this. You know what I mean? Porn will teach you everything that you need to know.
Had a communication, but going behind each other back, leaving, cheating, and all that stuff, because of that, that's whack to me. That's whack. Now, unless you had these conversations and you tried, you put in the effort, and it still ain't working, I don't know what you do. I would hate. I would hate for anybody.
You talking about for the women?
For anybody.
I'm sorry.
I would hate anybody to end a relationship because of sex.
You don't necessarily end it, but people will stray and go somewhere else.
Yeah. I mean, I would prefer that they leave than you stray and go somewhere else.
But they might really like you. It's just that the sex is just not.
And like I said,
good.
Sex is in high regards. It shouldn't be, but it is.
Yes, it should.
It shouldn't
Intimacy.
Be. It's sex. Over for some people. It's over someone's character, and it shouldn't.
What do you mean?
Like I just said, sex is over someone's character, along with finances, and it shouldn't be.
Oh, okay. You're comparing their character and them.
For some people, finances and sex is over a person's character.
Y'all would take good sex over someone a good character?
Because by you're telling me, not you, just society, he's a horrible guy, but the sex is good, so I keep him. And what is that gonna do?
Well, no, not necessarily. He could be a great guy and the sex is bad. So what do? You
work with that person, male or female. See, that's where patience comes in.
You work with them, yes.
You work with them.
You work with them, yes. But I'm telling you,
it ain't gonna work. If he's bad, I had this conversation before with shout out to Todd and Terry. And he was naive about it. We said the person's going to leave if the sex is bad. So
let me tell you something. I seen a post, right? And I have to agree with it. Like, I feel like if women, the only way for a woman to get pregnant is for her to have an orgasm, it would be 100 people in this world. I'm telling you, it's so hard. It's harder for women to have an orgasm than for a man.
Of course. So okay. So what does a man do about that?
But that's what I'm saying. That's why I said it's not just about the man. It could be the woman. She may not know how to get to that point. She's relying on just him to get her there. And if you don't know, again, if you don't know as a woman what it takes to get you there, how do you expect a man to know?
So why is that not expressed enough? Because
I feel like some women feel like it's gonna what's the word, emasculate a man by telling him that you're not performing.
No. I'm not talking about that. That's expressed enough. I'm talking about why, if a woman doesn't know what she like, why is that not expressed enough? You only hear one side of the guy is trash. Right.
Because women, society kind of puts it on women that a man is supposed to be able to please you.
Do everything.
Do everything. Yeah. And some people are just not comfortable with masturbating or masturbation.
But we're told to do that.
Men do it naturally.
Yeah, we're told to do that.
Women, I'm telling you, women don't do that unless one or two things. They have an orgasm and they want it, and they're not in a relationship, so they want it, so they masturbate to get that orgasm. Or two, they want to know. They hear stories about women and their sexual experiences, so they want that feeling if they've never had it. You'll explore. Some people are more open with themselves and more open with their body, especially women. Some women don't like to do that or talk about that, which is a shame on y'all.
What are you, 70, 80? You old as hell? Like who in 2021 don't want to talk about that no more? So about pleasing yourself. So I stand by. It happens.
I think that's something that society puts on women.
I stand by what I'm saying. It could be both.
Yeah, it can be both, but I still feel like it's more on the woman because you have to be able to communicate that. I'm sorry, every man that you are going to encounter sexually is not going to know how to please you.
And speaking for the men, see, we could get ours, but we can get ours regardless.
Right.
It don't matter. We can get ours regardless, but are we really enjoying it? That's the thing.
If you get your, so you can get it and you're not enjoying it.
That's why I say it's different from us.
Please explain.
Like I said, your emotions for majority of the time is involved.
Okay.
When it's having sex, you guys want more love making. We want more sex.
Okay.
For us, it's the same result.
So explain the enjoyment part. If you're
busting the nut is our enjoyment.
Okay, so the act before you get there is not enjoying. Like, I'm going back. You said that you can bust a nut, but you won't enjoy it.
No, like you can have a chick who doesn't know how to do anything.
Oh well, then that's
so you're gonna just get what you can get out of it.
Right.
It's the same result for us.
Okay, so that makes sense.
Yeah, it's the same. It's the same result for us. With you guys, it's different shapes.
But I feel like
and that got to be involved.
No. See,
you got to be in tune with my emotions and all this stuff.
That's the thing. If you get a woman who knows what she's doing and knows how to get there, chances are when we get our nut, it's because we got it, not because you sitting there beating it up. It's because we got it ourselves. Mm-hmm. We moved our body.
Right, because you know your body. You know your body.
We told y'all, oh, right here, baby. It ain't because y'all just hitting it right.
No,
sometimes that is the case, but
you know what
we know how to get it.
Us, we don't give a damn. We gonna get it regardless.
But I'm just saying, going back to your point, when you said some women just lay there, that means she don't know.
She's trash. She's trash, and we gonna get ours though. But the outcome was
you just gonna be doing most of the work,
and we probably won't mess with her no more. That's the truth.
So if she just lays there, you won't mess with her?
That's whack. No, that's whack.
Oh my God.
You got to do something. Put in some kind of work.
Okay, so I guess that makes sense.
That's whack. Who wants to just be with male or female? Be with somebody who just sitting there.
Just sits there.
That means you hella lazy. Hella lazy, or you're not enjoying it, or you don't know what the hell you're doing.
And that could be both.
Imagine you with a dude and he's not doing anything and you're doing all the work. You're not gonna, even though you could get yours, you're not gonna be happy with it or get pleasure because you don't see them having pleasure with it with you.
Right. Okay. Oh, that makes sense.
That's
all right.
whack.
Drop your little.
Hold on, man. I'm on fire today, I'm on fire today. Drop both of them. Jews and applause. Yeah, like that ain't no fun if you get yours.
Right.
but you don't see them getting theirs or them having the same enjoyment.
I'm telling you, that is the case for a lot of women.
Yeah, it is. But we don't know that.
And let me tell you something. Megan Thee Stallion said it best.
No,
I ain't faking no nut to make a nigga happy.
We're not quoting Meg Thee Stallion and all these guys. We're not doing
she
that.
She said that.
Okay, whatever. We're not quoting.
I ain't faking no nuts to make a nigga happy. No, we gonna both enjoy this.
Bras ain't married talking all that crap.
But you don't have to be married to enjoy sex. You can have casual sex with somebody if you're not married.
The words of Kim and Samuel, you know what I'm saying? Die old with a dog. You know what I'm saying? Get out of here. A hot girl or something, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, well, that just turned quickly.
Wow. Oh, man. What else we got, man?
Well, I want to know what y'all think about it. So if you guys are listening or, listening to us on YouTube, leave a comment. Tell us what y'all think. Tell us, who's at fault if you're not being pleased, the
no doubt
man or the woman.
No doubt, man. We good?
Yeah, I'm good. You good?
Hey, yeah, we good. Hey, we want to thank you guys for joining us on IG Live. If you're listening, check us out. The rest of it will be on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Like, comment, tell us what you think. Everybody else out there listening.
What y'all think? People on IG right now.
We about to close it out, though, so y'all better hurry up and answer. But, again, we appreciate y'all joining us tonight, man. We'll see y'all when we see y'all.
Okay.
Appreciate it.
But that was good. That was a good conversation.
Mm-hmm. All right. Anything else before we get up out of here?
No. I mean, that's all I got. I mean, ladies, if you not being pleased, tell him what it is that you like. If you don't know, do some exploring of your own, until you get it, and then you can tell him. And I'm telling you, everything will be magic from there on out.
And fellas, have that conversation with your lady, man, because it's
tell them. You guys should be able to talk to each other.
It's a lot put on us, but there's a lot of whack chicks out there too. So we could conversate and be straight up with them. Yeah, it's some whack dudes and there's some whack chicks. So hey, tell them, hey, when you do that thing with your mouth, you need to do this better. I don't like how you do this. You know what I'm saying? Stop using your teeth. Have these conversations. Their teeth. No, stop using your teeth.
People use their teeth?
Yes, they do.
No, they don't.
Have these conversations.
Sidebar, hold on. You've had somebody use their teeth?
Have these conversations with these women. And let them know it ain't just you.
Ladies, if you're using your teeth, watch porn. Just watch porn. I hope my parents are not listening because they listen to us sometimes.
All right, man. You can check us out on YouTube. Like, subscribe. Also, listen to this on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, and other listening platforms as well. Man, we getting the hell out of here. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you, guys.
All right, one.